Now then, welcome back to another episode of Agrarian Skies 2. It's that midweek episode where it's time to take a look at the comments. It's time to take a look at the Wall of Shame, which is growing ever stronger with names of shameful people. People who put first in the comments of videos. I'm shaming them all. Shaming you all. Shame you all. And first up today, we're shaming Beto of Beto Plays HD, episode 22. Beto, you are shamed. Shame on you. Shame on you for this. Shame on you for putting first. Beto Plays also does a little series on his channel that's the modded Minecraft hardcore challenge that I attempted this month as well. So good on him. Go and have a check out of his channel and see what you can see on there that's any good. Episode 23, Rick Bloomers. Bloomers? I think it's Bloomers. Rick Bloomers, thank you very much. You're a regular commenter. I like that. So you deserve a first every now and again. I really do need to think about having a wall of fame as well as a wall of shame, because I've got my good old buddy Spellcheck up here somewhere. Where is he now? Spellcheck, yeah, I got my buddy Spellcheck up there. And then there's Lord Raccoon up there. And we've also got Kenneth Snyder up there. Wolf Argent. There's a few names up here that I recognise from the comments that don't just go first every episode, like some of these shameful people. No, they comment regularly, and I should have a wall of fame, really. But the trouble is, there's hundreds of names that I could probably research up to find people who were fairly regular comments and likes on my videos, following me on Twitter and all kinds of stuff like that. And you all deserve a good shout out, much more than these shameful few that put first on my videos. But I've made the conscious decision to Wall of Shame people instead of Wall of Fame people. And I really should do Wall of Fame, shouldn't I? Episode 24, we've got Freeze Apocalypse. So we've got a Freeze Apocalypse, and we've also got a Penguin Apocalypse. And there's a very cold apocalypse coming by the sounds of it. Episode 25, The Wobart. Episode 26, Chris Jordan. Thank you both very, very much. And 27, Frankie Rodriguez. Rodriguez? I should be able to pronounce that. That's quite a common surname. Rodriguez. Yeah, well, Frankie. Hey, thank you very much. Yes, you chanced it and you got it. You chanced your luck and you got on the Wall of Shame. Thank you very much for your comments and likes. This series has been very popular, very well received, and has done me a lot of good things. Has made me feel good, and I've had to do daily episodes, and I've not minded because their likes have been very high, like hundreds every episode. The views are very high on especially some of the early stuff. I'm really pleased with how the series is going. We've got a lot done already, and because I'm putting so much time into it, we're getting a lot done very often. And I feel like we've got still loads more to do. I also feel like this little skyblock island that I've made for myself is not big enough. I've already used the 4x4 chunk area. There's that corner over there, which I'm thinking needs a wizard's tower in it, ready for Thorncraft. And I've got that corner over there, which was going to have some sort of little automation going on. For more ore production rather than anything else, mainly. Ore production. And then we've got no space left. We've used all the space up. So I may have to expand the island out a little bit. I want to focus on the sort of central area today, though. I want to get something akin to what we've got over here for all the mob drops, which is now running quite smoothly. All of the things, all of the trash that I don't want is automatically getting disposed of. I'm still currently keeping heads. I don't know why yet. I may get myself a little collection of heads. But it's currently taking all of the mob drops that I want to keep and putting them away in storage drives, which is good. But I set up these things over here. This one to take care of all the armor types that you can see there. I had to put 2 capacity cards in and a fuzzy card, so it will take any durability of damage and any enchantments on them or whatever. Anything that's a similar item with using the fuzzy will go in there, and the capacity card just meant that I had enough slots to put all of those on. And on this side, I've got the rest of the chain and bows. That's all I seem to be getting at the minute from basic mob drops that I don't want to keep. And I did manage to clear this bit out. In fact, I think I need to put a torch on one of these. That one there. Cleared all the chests out and put them all in there. What I eventually did was take the dolly, pick it up, put it over here, break it, let that suck it up and go into the system that way, and everything got disposed of that I didn't want. So we need to do a similar applied energistics system. I also need to change that one piece of cable there. A very similar applied energistics system somewhere under here. And the wall of shame is under here, so I don't know exactly where I'm going to put it, to be honest. I think I might build it here, just behind the stairwell. Yeah, I think it'll have to go here, because I want to have all of these chests that I've got all this miscellaneous building materials. I've got miscellaneous food and other junk that I've thrown in there over the course of time. Miscellaneous tools and equipment and upgrades and things. I've got some quest-related items that I received in quests. Another couple of bits there. This is where I've just dumped a load of stuff out of my inventory one day. I've got all of these things in different storage solutions. I've got another chest over here, which has got a load of random useful things in. The other storage cells that I've made ready for this episode. Other bits and pieces that I'm using. I've got stuff in there that I keep in there anyway. This chest over here is another dump chest, which has all sorts of bits of applied energistics in and bits and pieces that I've been using fairly regularly, fairly frequently. I need to put it all into a nice, simple crafting monitor. And that's what I'm going to do this episode. I'm not going to do all the crafting up of things. You've seen crafting. You can see NEI. It's easy enough to tell what I'm doing. I'm going to go away and I'm going to set something up using the materials that we need. And get on with setting something up in here to put all of these goodies below ground out the way so I can have a nice little crafting terminal. That's going to be the first thing I'm going to build, is the crafting terminal for it all. Getting together the bits and pieces that I want to keep. I'll probably keep that there for now. I've got a little idea that I'm going to set up the chest that I bought from Sorin in the nether over there, as a way of organising what I'm putting where for now. So I'm keeping the discs, and I can access the discs independently, and that is what I consider a good idea. The next stage, I've got this part set up here. Let's see, can I do that yet? Oh, I need to do a logic press. I thought I had everything. Hang on, let's quickly do a logic press over there. I'm getting an inventory full of things again. It's because of all the crafting, all this crafting, and that's what this crafting terminal is all about. The main purpose of the crafting terminal is to make it much simpler to do these things. What was the other bit I needed? So I've done that one. For this one, I need that one. Okay, yes, I've done everything there. That's good. Yeah, the overall ideal is to make things as quick and easy to craft as possible. And to do that, I need a crafting terminal and other things as well. It's not just a crafting terminal, but a crafting terminal is definitely one of the main things that I'm going to need to get. All my supplies and everything all in one place, so I can easily craft all these things up as best as possible. And then get some little auto crafting setups done to keep my stocks up so I get supplies when I need them. These workshop tables are pretty awesome. I like them a lot, but they can't beat a bit of applied energistics when it comes down to it. When it comes down to it, applied energistics will just rock your socks right off. Oh yes, much bigger table. That's what we like to see. And I'm going to put that on there like that. And now I should have access to everything in the applied energistics. So let's put all of the applied energistics things in there. Like that. We're going to put all of this in for now. Take that out. And that and that. Let's put all of that in there. Now I should be able to access that through here. awesomely done, I think. And the next bit that I want to do is be able to manufacture bits and pieces. I need some anchor covers. I need a quartz cutting knife, which needs a couple of sticks. I've got that in there, I've got that in there, so I just need to get a couple of sticks out of here. Yeah, there we go. And I'll probably put vanilla stuff in here, I think, just because that makes it easier. So we need, where was it? Vanilla cutting knife. Anyway, I'll put this there, that there, put one there, and a couple of these. One there, one there. There we go. Get a quartz cutting knife. Okay, scrap that. Next up, we need to cut some cable in. Cut some copper, silver, tin, any metal ingot. Okay, well, let's cut some iron up. Let's cut a few of these because I'm going to need a few of these anchors. 18, that'll probably do us, yep. And then we can make any of these facades that we want. Any facades that we want of anything, of any kind. And this block here, this gravel road slab, it's forged microblocks, but it kind of fits in with the overall theme of things here. So let's see if we can have gravel road slab. Is that a gravel road? I'm guessing that's the gravel road. Looks like the only thing that there is, really, isn't there? So, what's this? Gravel bricks and stone bricks. Gravel bricks are like that, and stone bricks around the outside. Okay, well, let's see if we can get this sorted out. Let's get some gravel and some stone bricks. I haven't got any slabs at the minute. That's okay. We can sort this out over here. So it was 4 like that. Okay, and I needed at least 5 of these. So let's get 5. It's pretty experimental, I know, but let's get 5 of those. And then let's get 6 slabs. And I think it was something like this. Yeah, there we go. 8 of them. Wow, you get 8. That's pretty good. Okay, that's... Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's just throwing everything anywhere at the minute still. Oh well, that'll be okay. We'll just throw stuff in there for now. It's fine. Right, so next up, if I place these with these, I should get... I should get panels. Yep, get a facade. Network aesthetics. Yes, it is, indeed. And I can put this on there. And I can also put it on there. And that covers it in and blocks it off, which makes it look very good, I like. Okay, so throw that away. The other one that I wanted to do was for over there. What shall I make that into? Wood. I guess wood. Let's take some wood and do it out of wood. That'll do us grand. Let's put 4 around here. I love these little facades. These are so cool. I'm going to need 2 of those. They're like forged microblocks. They're probably taken from the idea of forged microblocks, but they're just so awesome in putting stuff around like this. You just attach them to the applied Energistics system to cover up all those unsightly messes that you can make. One on top, one on there, and then the final one on the screen. Awesome. Okay, so it's a nice little pillar now. Maybe I choose something different. Maybe I choose a better block type to do the facade. But now we've got that pretty awesome looking about it. And I've got a redstone torch from somewhere. Where did that come from? Somebody been breaking my redstone torches somewhere around there? Or did someone actually drop a redstone torch? Hey, Witchy. How you doing? Hey, you're dead. I thought you were coming for me and you died. Alright, so next up. There's a few of the bits and pieces that I want to do and get some basic auto crafting and things going for the whole system. What's this? Lapis lazuli blocks. I've actually got one of those now. I could take that because I cut a lapis lazuli block out the floor here. And that is grey. But I suppose I can do the dark colour. It'll be okay. See how many of those I've used up already though? That's quite a lot, wasn't it? So we can put this here. And can I put it there? Can I get it there? No, I can't. Okay then. I'll take that off and put this side on first. Yes, I can. Okay. There we go. Nice looking little setup. There we go. And I can put some more in there. I've got my bed here. I can still see out the window, which is a small concern. Minor conclusion that I needed to do that. And the actual power and stuff is coming from downstairs at the minute. Big thing I need to do is start automating. So we've got a few channels on this cable already, and you're only allowed 8 channels per hub. So I may build my main Applied Energistics hub here, sort of central to the whole place, so that I can then send wires off. And I think I need to spend a bit of time going down another level, just so I can wire up underneath this floor. This is good for wiring up, but occasionally wires are going to overlap. I got kind of lucky here that I had enough places to go through it all like that. But anyway, let me crack on with some more crafting. Alrighty. As you can see, I'm spawning some skeletons into Witchwater. I thought I'd just give this a go. I'm not expecting it to work, to give me wither skeleton heads. I'm not expecting it to work. But I thought I'd give it a test run just to make sure, because this is a really simple setup. I've just put a bucket of Witchwater in that corner, a bucket of Witchwater in this corner, and 50% of the skeletons that spawn from the spawner will turn into wither skeletons, with or without bows or whatever, and then get killed, and I'll get the drops. I don't know if that will work, but I doubt it will. So we're getting necrotic bones here, but I haven't seen any wither skulls yet, any wither heads. Might get the head crumbs version of wither skulls. Maybe that's something I will get. I get a bit of coal from it, and a bit of necrotic bones and normal bones and arrows and things as well. But yeah, I will get a different system for getting wither heads. I will set up another thing, possibly in the nether, to get it, and also make maybe a cleaver that is pretty awesome. I'm not sure if the killer from Progressive Automation, I've still got one, still got a killer somewhere. I know I got one somewhere. If only I had this. Yeah, I've got an iron killer already. If I stick a sword like an iron broadsword with a beheading on, or something akin to that, maybe make something else up, I get some wither heads. I will work on getting wither heads because we need to get the next tier up here. So I need to get wither heads, and I need to do wither boss killing. But I thought, while I'm doing all this stuff over the Applied Energistics for the next couple of days, I figured, why not just let this start running and see what happens, see if we get anything from it. And as we can see, currently, nah, nothing. But that's okay, that's okay. We'll just let it run for a bit anyway. Those necrotic bones will come in useful for something later, when I want to get more Tinker's Hearts and stuff. So what I've done here, I've updated the idea here. So I've taken the 2 chests, which I wanted anyway, and I've put in some disk drives as well for more storage. And we've got a fair amount of stuff in there already that I've been using to make all this stuff, the crafting and things. The processors and stuff like that, I've automated that, which is pretty good. But I also wanted to work on this cell workbench, so I've just got one of those together to make a cell workbench, and I'm going to put that down. Well, let's put it. I don't really have a place that I want to put it. If I put it up there, that'll be okay. Yeah, so I can access the cells there. There we go. So I take the cell out of here. That will mean that a lot of the stuff has gone missing. Put the cell into the cell workbench and go for partition storage based on the currently stored items. Click on that, and that will show me what's currently in there, and only those kind of things will be allowed to enter into that storage cell. So then I can pop it back in here, and only these things. So I can't shift click any of this in. I can take iron, and I can shift click that, and it'll go back in. I can take more iron, and yeah, I've got lots of iron here. Let's take all this iron, and an aluminium, and a shiny ingot, and I'll show you. So now it's partitioned to only allow these items in. It won't accept shiny ingots, but it will accept the iron. Yeah, so all the iron can go in there. I can partition the storage as many times as I want. I can change it around as much as I want. I can clear all the settings, partition the storage, and change to copy mode, which means that the next cell that I put in there will just copy the configuration, which is pretty cool. I can also change the priority, I believe. Maybe I can't. No, it should be okay. It's this here that I can change priority on somehow. But that's that one, and this one is going to be applied Energistics stuff, so I can put that into there like that, and again, partition the storage based on what's already in there. Take that out, and now only applied Energistics stuff will go in there. There we go. So, there you go. Applied Energistics in there. And just general building, crafting materials in there, and that means that everything else is going into the other disk. Let's take these out. And everything else, all of this stuff, is in the other disk drive at the minute that's up there, the building materials one. I've also got one of each of these printed circuits ready in there. Now, that's from a different system. That's from a separate little setup there. And I'll show you that now, what I've done downstairs. Let's go past the Wall of Shame, as we had a Wall of Shame episode. Whoa, I got a bit of lag. The back of the Wall of Shame is now the Wall of Uber Awesomeness. Yeah. I took to dyeing the cables to keep them two separate little networks, okay? And the reasons for all this and so on is going to be shown off now. So, an inscriber has an inscriber press in the top slot, yeah? And we put one thing into the inscriber and it makes these circuits with power, right? Now, the slots that it comes into, you have to drop things into the top slot from the top of the block, from this slot from the left of the block, this slot from the bottom of the block, and extract stuff out the right-hand side of the block. That's just the way it works as far as I can tell. So rather than having the circuits automatically taken out by the applied Energistics system, I've put a storage bus on the side that stores printed logic presses. It's an extract only, which is important to note, because while I was doing this, we had these getting put into here with the storage drive putting things in the wrong places. So it stores that and extracts only, yeah? And the brown system then basically has a note of the storage of this, what's in it. So it knows that there's 64 in the brown system. And in this one over here, we've got 64 silicon in the brown system. And in this one, we've got 64 calculation circuits in the brown system. And over here, we've got the diamond one, which we currently don't have any stock in because I haven't thrown diamonds away for it. So the brown system holds the produce from all these. And then the brown system is connected power-wise by these little cable tie things here. These little bits here. Let me show you. No recipe found. Okay, it's not showing me. But that then goes through to this, which an interface, you can set an amount that you want to keep in the interface at all times. So the interface is keeping one of each of the circuits from the storage. So if I take, let me take one out here, because I'm running out of silicon, right? There's 64 silicon printed there. If I come into this storage and take out one silicon, it will automatically replace that one silicon in there. And back here, we should find that we're on 63. Yeah, so it's automatically taken one out of the storage that it knows it's got in the brown system and placed it into the interface to keep the interface stocked up to the levels of which I've asked it to stock up. And then the main system that we've got. So this one has got the storage for all of these types of items. So if any time I get a little bit more in, it should just come and stock up the interface here. But it also is reading the interface. So this storage bus is reading what's in this interface, and in this interface is one of each. So the upstairs console is showing me one of each. On the flip side, I've got the opposite way around here. I've got this, which is trying to keep one of each of these materials in that makes each of the presses in an interface. And this side is a storage bus that is registering that those are in stock, available for the white system. And the white system has got an export bus, should I say, exporting those materials into this middle slot here. So we've got gold there, we've got the pure Certus quartz there, and we've got diamonds there. So if I put a diamond into the system, it will automatically try and put a diamond into this interface. The storage bus will then go, oh, we've got a diamond in the system. Aren't we supposed to export diamonds directly into this thing here, into this slot? And it will do. It'll move the diamond directly into here. Then, because this has got power, it will just automatically process and put the diamond press there. And then, of course, it will try and put the diamond one in there whenever it can. So the whole system just sort of auto-feeds and will keep a stack in the inscriber +1 in the interface. So I'll have a stack +1 of all of those parts of the process just sitting there. I'm also messing around with this idea that I've got this growth chamber, crystal growth chamber, and I can use these different seeds, export those seeds into the chamber, hopefully. I haven't fully tested this yet. And then the storage bus will store items into this interface. So when this pulls out from here, it will go up and into there. So I want to quickly test that out now. I've got to get some sand quickly, just to grab some sand to make some seeds. I want to see if this automates itself or whether there's more that I need to do to it. So we're going to take the sand and we're going to put some of this quartz dust in there. I'll take like 4, 6, 7, 8, 10. Yeah, well, we've actually got 100 already in there. So let me take all of that out. Okay, so that 104 there is what this produces when it's made. The Certus quartz seeds turns into these pure Certus quartz. So let's put 12 in there. And then take that out. We can also take this flux dust and make some flux seeds. Yeah, let's take a few, 10. There we go. And this is pure nether quartz crystals from that. Pure flux crystals. That's what that makes. So if I throw those back in the system, is that going to export them all? Doesn't appear to be, does it? It doesn't appear to be. I might need to make a process, a crafting process, to force that interface down there to process it. Let's take these out for now. Let's take those out. Because it's obviously not doing what I expected it to or intended it to. Let's have a quick look down here. I probably need to put a working pattern so that it knows when I request for some of this material, it will automatically produce it and ship it out. Because this interface could also have patterns in it for work patterns. So it could have the pattern that I've just been using, sand plus dust, make seed. Put the seed in here and you'll get the crystal back out. So if I put the seeds in, well, storage bus, that's not going to work, is it? In this interface? No. I'll have to put them into here for now. Let them grow in there. They will automatically grow up, and when they're grown, they should automatically get pulled out and sent out. Let's just check. I did check it earlier with the one of each. But now I've got to figure out the next stage, the next way, and that's going to link into making all this crafting storage. So a bit more crafting before next episode. They're not too hard. You get a crafting unit, which is a few of these, which is why it's important to get those made first, to automatically produce those first. And then it's also a matter of getting these things, which, again, more logic processors and more materials to make the storage components. And then put those two together to make a crafting storage. So I can make a multi-part black crafting storage over time. And there we go, they're going already. So this is importing whatever is done from there by the looks of it, which is good. That's all gone. And the only place it can go is it knows this storage drive, puts things into there, so it puts things into this interface. When you put things into this interface, it just goes into the AE system. So that's all it knows how to do. Put stuff into the AE system. So all I need to do now is work on this interface, making patterns to put the seed mix in here, and then this will automatically take any quartz seeds that it finds in the stores through the interface and put it into here. I may need some form of chest between the two, but I figured as I was going to make it a little separate system anyway, that I'll do it that way. I also want to try and figure out a way to get this inscriber set up to automate the other bits and pieces, using this same interface onto this particular circuit, this network. Networks can only be like 8 processes, 8 points of contact with other things like inputs and outputs and storage buses and interfaces and things like that. So yeah, got to work on that. I've also got to make sure that none of the sand went into there. Yeah, look, all of that went into the right slots in here as well, which is another good point. And all of that into there. Okay. So, I can't do much more this episode. I've done a fair bit already. I've got to now put all of my storage stuff, all of these chests, and get those into the system. Make another couple of disk drives, and also get myself a pattern terminal. I'll probably save the pattern terminal and setting up the first few patterns for tomorrow's episode, though. And I also have another little thing in mind for when I've got patterns and processing and a crafting CPU and all that. So for now, guys, I would love to thank you very, very much for watching another episode of Agrarian Skies. Thank you for liking, thank you for commenting, thank you for just being here and supporting me. I will see you tomorrow for another episode of Agrarian Skies 2. Goodbye.